How's it going, everybody? It's me, your furry fuzzy one, the fat cat, coming at you not live, but direct from my domain, as it is. First off, I want to say, happy Revenge of the 5th, y'all. Um, so in that case, I will not be going by Fat Cat at this time, but by my Sith name, Darth Felinus. Get it? Darth Feline, Fat Cat, Felinus, or Felonius, haha. It's the dark vibe. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's cute. If you don't think so, that's on you. And yes, that is my official catchphrase now. That's on you. Now, I mentioned in my video yesterday that I was going in for my first sleep study, and it went well. Got there, yeah, I got there a bit late because I got kind of turned around, because some butthead cut me off and forced me into a lane that I had to go all over the place inside of Huntington Beach, and yeah, I was just a little bit late, not by that much, just a little bit. Well, that was actually a good mix this time. Well, made it, got there, and they hooked me up. Once I figure out the thing that I can post pictures for my channel, I will go ahead and post them. But otherwise, it honestly looked like I was getting set up to be turned into freaking Darth Vader, man. It was, they had me hooked up with the wires through, I had wires coming off like some gnarly dreads. Predator dreads. Just gonna say that up front. Yeah, so had all these wires coming off my forehead, all around the sides and the back, a couple coming off the chest, looking gnarly, and then had a couple straps around me. One just above, kind of dug up into the armpits, and then one a little bit lower to measure heart rate and all that happy stuff. And the computer can tell the attendant, whoever's covering the computer, this is what's going on inside, right? If that's for anybody who has never known about sleep apnea and what sleep studies are about, just in case there are those of you that don't, I've had people ask me randomly, what's that about? Ruh. No, I'm not mocking them. I'm just being it. I'm just being a wang. So, if you're wondering why I'm saying it that way, there are certain words I'm not gonna say right now, just because of whatever. But also, think along the lines of Team America, and you'll understand why I said before saying D. A before D. Yeah, I was supposed to say D, but I said wang. Ha! Yeah, so back on track. So they had me hooked up, and all these wires went into this little freaking, doop, 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 some kind of oh gosh, what, like a bank of ports that, they all the wires plugged into it. There was 10 or 15 of them plugged in, something like that. I was too fascinated by the fact that I was turning Darth Vader to be like, ooh, how many is that? What? No, I wasn't gonna do that. But it's cool because once I got the picture of it, I had this little box hanging off my left boob. Well, actually, just below the left boob. It was actually dangling off my tank top underneath, and yeah, so it was just dangling. But it looked, even though it was white and the wires were white, it was like, oh, dude, I'm stepping up to look like Darth Vader, man, or to get like Darth Vader. Yep. So I sat down on once I finally sat down on the bed, the attendant went ahead and put on all the headgear. And uh, what's funny is that the host hadn't been hooked up yet, right? So once there were two masks that I went through. There was one that was like that covered like this, okay, yeah, just right, or at least it kind of came down a little bit into the chin, and it like rested right up into the nose. Well, that one, I started breathing. Was just did my usual breathing, and no kidding, dude. I start cracking up. The attendant looks at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Darth Vader. She's like, got it, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so we had a nice little laugh about that, right? Well, yeah, everything was fine. Went ahead, laid down. Yeah, about 20, 30 minutes went by. Kind of like, getting used to having the headgear on again. Because I did have a CPAP machine back in the day, like I said. But yeah, so getting used to having headgear on again. And I'm used to sleeping on a real soft, cushy bed. This one was a little firmer. And then only having two pillows when I usually do like a ramping wedge with like one pillow here at the bottom of the wedge and one pillow here at the top of the wedge, right? And like just kind of like resting right on top of it, like that. And it gave me just the right kind of lift I needed. But in this case, I had two basic pillows. I don't mean to be totally insulting about the word basic. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. So, finally, I knocked out. Next thing I know, it's like I'm feeling the the mask is just feeling a little too heavy, and so what they do is they start you off with a low pressure flow of air that basically goes into the mouth or nose or both. And what it does is it basically keeps the air going in, because with those that snore, and those of you that snore, you know what I'm talking about, causes that little flap, some little flapjack back here. No, it's not a freaking pancake. It's just, I call it a flapjack, because that's what it flaps when you snore. Well, sometimes that little flapjack gets caught on the inhale. So you go, you're not inhaling properly. So what ends up happening is that air. I'm laughing at myself right now because, well, why? You gotta laugh at something. So at least be funny with it, right? So the air goes in, or doesn't go into the lungs, and then the oxygen can't get into the blood, and everything goes all wonky in the body, man. And in many cases, with really bad sleep apnea, You're gonna be waking up with that splitting headache, like somebody took a like somebody took a sword, right, and it just goes right down the skull. Well, it could be one side of the skull even. So somewhere in the skull you got a freaking sword or an axe. Take your pick. And if you're honestly taking a pick on something like that, you got bigger problems. Because frankly, would I like a sword or an axe in my head? No. Would I want to go out like that? It'd be interesting. Not gonna lie. But do I want to? No. No. I got way too much to live for. I'm doing way too much to keep my life going. I don't want to go out like that. So, well, in this case, I wake up around, let's see, I think it was like 2 o'clock, 2:30ish or so. And I've got, the mask at this point has a higher pressure. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So they start off with a lower pressure so they can kind of gate, so it gets your body accustomed to the airflow going. And over the course of sleep, they increase it little by little up until a certain, damn. And so at that point, it's roughly at its highest. Thank goodness they didn't turn it up to 11. That would have been bad. Probably blow my jaw off, maybe. I don't know. Well, so the mask at this point on the 10, it's pretty much falling, or not really falling off, but it's pretty high at this point. Yeah, no, it was too uncomfortable at that point. So I I knock on the framing of this bed. I guess it's a Murphy bed. First time on one, if that's actually what it was. Um, the attendant came to check up on me. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, hey, I'd like to try the full face mask now. She's like, yeah, sure, no problem. We'll go ahead and take this one off you, and we'll set it aside. I was like, you know what? While I'm up, I should probably go take care of some business. So went to go do some business. Came back, sat back down. Oh, by the way, this Murphy bed thing, if that's what it was, dang, that sucker was low, dude. Getting in and out of that thing, unless they're doing it a certain way, difficult. Trying to do it straight like it's a regular bed. Not gonna lie. Well, I get back in. I sit back down on the bed. She hooks me up with the face mask. Now here, this one, okay, the full face mask actually creates a seal from the nose and all the way down. And then, bam. And this is where I'm so glad that, okay, well, that's dizzy. Okay. That's why I'm so glad that, like, my dimple shows. I don't have the hair that goes all the way up, like, not trying to dismiss you guys. Dude. You rock your whiskers, man. You rock them. Rock them however you can. Okay? Well, because of the fact that I got this nice little open space here of skin, the mask was able to get that proper seal going, right? So now I've got this like clearish, transparent, with like some blue and white and a little bit of gray action going, with the gray hose coming off like just barely below the nose. Think the TIE fighter pilots in Star Wars. Yeah, little coiled up type hose that like comes off for their breathing apparatus, so they can breathe in space. in case, or space, whatever. I don't know, whatever. It's a breathing apparatus. So I've got my breathing apparatus on. And as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, dude, does this come in Darth Vader black? Because that would be awesome. Well, here's the sad part. Here's the bittersweet part of this whole story at this point. I couldn't get back to sleep. I was wired. I was awake. I only had 4.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, 4 to 4.5 hours of sleep. But you want to know something? That was really good sleep, man. If you've never had a really good night's sleep because you can't breathe, dude, go to your doctor, ask about a sleep study, and it will change your life. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, but in my case, I felt like I had like 4 monsters already at that point. Not the monsters. Yeah, not that effect. But I was awake. I was alert. I was on my game when it came to joking. And when I say that, it's because of the fact that I was thinking about it. And I told the attendant as I was getting ready to go. Oh yeah, that was one of the things that she came in. And she's like, yeah, she came in about hour or so, hour and a half later. She's like, yeah, she's like, do you want to cut this thing short? Because we're not getting any readings, and we're not getting any readings. We can't give you anything. Yeah, let's go cut it short. I'm awake. I'm wired. She's like, okay. So we go ahead and I've got like all this like funky goo sticking to my face. Had to go wash that off. But not. It was worth it. It was good. That was a. It's not about how much sleep you get. It's about the quality of it, as my personal therapist would say, or had mentioned, worded it. And what I gotta say about it is that it was legitimately the best sleep I had in a really long time, regardless of how short it was. I had dreams, which usually means REM, which means legitimate, deep, restorative sleep. I felt good. I mean, really, really good. Well, as I'm getting ready to go, I talk to her. I tell her, I'm like, hey, you know what? It'd be really rad if Lucasfilm / Disney got together with the mask manufacturers for the equipment, like for CPAPs and like all and the masks, the attachments and stuff. Dude, to have an actual Darth Vader CPAP mask, that'd be freaking rad, dude. So rad. or to do it like the TIE fighter pilots, like I said, with some kind of, it has that resemblance, or even doing something similar to Top Gun or whatever. It's like, dude, if you're gonna go to sleep and have fun with it, right? A little daydream before the actual dreaming of the night. Well, either way, it's good. I woke up on Revenge of the 5th. Everything was awesome. Everything was awesome. So was I. Good chalky. Well, I mentioned in the previous video that I was upset because something didn't come on Star Wars Day. Or I'm sorry, it originally didn't come on the 3rd, which I wanted to do special video of unboxing said items for Star Wars Day yesterday. But, you know what? It's Revenge of the 5th, baby. So let's do it, shall we? Whoop! Hello, that was close. That could have been really bad. All right, I'm gonna sit. Hold on. I promise you, as soon as I get everything situated, I'm going to have much better equipment, so that I don't have to do all of this crap every single time. Okay. I think that's the widest shot that I've really done with this camera so far. Let me rephrase that. It's the widest shot I've done with you guys. You're seeing me in all my glory. Ooh. That's funny. I like that. That was good. Okay. FedEx finally came. As my roommate says, they're usually jerking you around. So, at least as far as, deliveries go. So yeah, first things first. I'm gonna start small. Oops, I'm gonna set that there. I need to find a stand for my vape. Otherwise, it's gonna fall and break again. I can't tell you how many ball tanks I've actually cracked. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, nothing special. Bubble wrap. Ooh, okay. The business cards. And you know what? Because I like these guys as much as I have, I've actually been on their website for a long time, for like the last several years. Okay? But that's them, UltraSabers. They're awesome. I love them. They have really awesome designed sabers. And for a lot of them, it's called MHS compatible, meaning you can actually switch out parts on it and do connections, and like they even have connectors like between lightsabers, so you can do like full on, whoa. Whoa, hello. I will go check that out later, but yeah, so you can do like full-on double lightsabers, and you don't even have to have the same hilts to make a match. So you can have one like dark side type hilt and one light side type hilt, and just go pss, and kind of like one of the earlier videos on YouTube. I hope that guy's okay, because I heard he took a lot of flack for it, because he was using something other than just a basic pole or pipe or whatever. Would have been a lot better with just like even a basic broom handle without the broom head on it. Just saying. Okay, more bubble wrap. Lots of bubble wrap. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's what I was looking for in this box. So I have a earlier lightsaber of mine that I got out of a grab bag. That's not the star of the show. The star of the show is what's coming here. Well, with that first one, I didn't get to pick the color. So I got the in this case. Oh, excuse me. Whoo. That shake, man, rocking me. Well, I got what's called fire orange. Okay. I didn't get to pick the color. It's still a nice blade. I'm not gonna complain. It's gorgeous piece of work. Aircraft aluminum milled hilt, whatever it is. I forget the actual terminology right now, but go check out the website ultrasabers.com. Really great stuff. Um, well, what I did was I ordered a short blade so that I don't necessarily have to have full length looking saber everywhere I go. So, rounded tip. I thought I was getting a pointed tip. Oh well. So yeah, that's your rounded tip. And there's that. And take that off. Oh, dude, nice. Okay. So I can keep this thing so that when I plug this into the lightsaber, I can have the long blade, pop that on it. So yeah. Oh yeah. The light goes up through here, and then it's like all frosted and all that happiness in there. You see that? You see that frosted happiness? Yeah. It goes in and just bam, lights that sucker up. So, okay. That is my short 16-inch blade, and that's about how much is going to be sticking out. Okay, that's it. From here to here is about how much actually comes from the emitter of your hilt. Now, here we go. See, you can't even, it's not even, there we go. Yeah. This isn't even it's not even a hilt with the largest size blade. There's one that's like, I think 36 inches or 40 inches, something like that. This one I believe is 32. No, 36. Okay, and then the next one up is 40, I think. Again, it's on the website. So, otherwise, if you know UltraSabers and you know that number before I decide to post it up in my whatevers in the description of this thing, whatever, go ahead and correct me on it if you want to. Whoa. Hello. Charger for batteries. And let's see. My stand. Oh, okay, yeah. So stand, blade plug. So we got a stand, a blade plug, or two-piece stand, blade plug, and cover tech clip. So I can basically take so where my pinky's pointing, that thing right there, just take it out, why not, right? I'll be nice to you. Cover tech clip. See, clips onto the belt right there. And then you got your cover tech wheel that's on the hilt. Slides down into there and clicks. And then you got little pinchers right here to release it. Oh, that's perfect. So yeah, think like with tractor trailers. Slide it in and poop, it's good. And then here's the blade plug. So when there is no blade in the saber, you put this and it will create some kind of illumination which is it's pretty cool. I have another one here that's just a basic round whatever, but this one's a little bit more specialized, so it's going to create a nice little design. And then two-piece stand that I have to assemble. It's easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then got my charge, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. This is my... Yeah, I believe this is my charge. It's either my charge cable or the cord I'm going to need to... what's it called? Dang it, I forget. Whatever, let's move forward. Okay. And then the adapter for charger. Alright. Yeah, I want to try to make this video as quick as possible because I don't want to take too long with this. Alright. So the hilt that I chose from UltraSabers.com was the Manticore. Ugh. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So there's the pommel. And the bottom part of the hilt. So, doesn't look like anything too special, right? Nah. So let's pull out more. Come on. Oh. Oh yeah. And then there's the cover tech wheel. That's the thing that'll slide right on in here. Right? Okay, and then pinchy pinch, slide it right off. Okay, so that's what that's all about. And then, oh, that's so pretty. There's my ignition switch. And then back portion, I'm not quite certain. I forget, but I'll double check. But I will find out eventually. So, and then that is the emitter. So unless I'm mistaken, yep, there it is. So as I'm able to do this, that means this portion I can change out with whatever emitter that UltraSabers has on in stock, and change it out and make it look totally awesome. Okay, I forgot to mention, yeah, I got sound on this bad boy. And then the flash on clash. So, yes, this is my bad boy. Little purple bladed action, and it's got a nice little illuminated tip there. Just going. All right, so. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, I'm very happy with this purchase. It's. I'm gonna be honest. It was worth the wait, man. I love it. So, all right. Well, I'm at 35 now. So yeah, again, UltraSabers.com. Awesome stuff. Totally rad. And then I believe I have a thing here that I'm able to. Let's see, where'd I put you? Tell me it's close by. Whoops. That fell. I need to organize this a little bit better. Okay. Dang it. Bah humbug. Let's see. Is it in here? No? There it is. Okay, cool. So, really quick part that needs to be shared. Oh, come on. There we go. Do. Loosen it up. Voila. So, now if you have any issues regarding bright light, don't look directly into it. Okay. And the blade plug. See, the blade plug is actually so you don't totally blind the hell out of yourself. It's packed in there, so that way you still get the light from the window, emitter window, and oh, that's rad. Hold on, I need to tighten this sucker up so I can shine it down and see what exactly we're dealing with here. Because this is something I didn't realize was going to happen. So, yeah, no, can't really see it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to really see it, so let's see if I can do this. That's the light effect. I believe there is something specific in it. I can't tell for sure, but still, that's really rad. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, so I believe I mentioned the name of this particular saber, but in case I didn't, it's the Manticore. Definitely awesome. Definitely rad. And I now have an officially totally rad looking lightsaber. It took a while, but it's here. Boo. Yeah. Now I feel like Luke with the whole Trust me, I am actually pretty decent with my firearms. I'm a little bit more respectful of them. So, yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching. If you've gotten this far, you're awesome. Yeah. And to those that didn't make it, it's on you. Granted, though, yeah, no, I did not go all, oh, this is my journey, and this is my, this is me losing weight, and, granted, I didn't do all that. But here's the thing. I promised myself something a long time ago. And it's about keeping that promise to myself. And that's what everybody needs to do for themselves. if you want something bad enough, make that promise to yourself and fulfill it when you can. It may take a while, but it'll be worth it. So, again, I wish you all a happy Revenge of the 5th. And you know what? I'll be the one to say it. And Revenge of the 6th as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But either way, this is the May. See ya.